From Brooke High School, WTRF proudly presents Ohio Valley Tonite with Nathan Marshall. Tonight's guest.
We are joined tonight by Martins Ferry resident and professional bagpiper Betsy McFarland. Betsy, thank you so much for coming in.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
Thanks.
And Betsy, it's a very Scottish name. It's definitely good for you to play the bagpipes. But other than the fact that the bagpipes look like a mutant love child of a hookah and a skinned turkey that's plaid, what makes the bagpipes so much different than playing any other instrument?
Well, it's just, I think, complicated, a little more complicated. You have several different things going on. You have blowing into the blow stick, you have controlling the air in the bag under your arm, and then you have the melody, which you're playing with your fingers. And so it's trickier, and I would have to say it's a lot more fun.
Yeah. So next time there's kids in school making fart noises with their arm, don't kick them out of class. Encourage them to play the bagpipe.
Yeah, there you go.
Stick a bagpipe under you, man. What is wrong with you? Betsy, I'm going to sound a little bit inappropriate here, and I don't mean to be, and I hope you don't get offended by it, but it's not my intention. But when you mention bagpiper, one traditionally thinks of a man playing the instrument, usually. And all my life, and even when I told people that I was going to have a bagpiper on the show, people kept asking me the same question or keep saying the same thing. They kept saying to me, I hope that your bagpiper that comes on the show is wearing underwear. And
yeah, that's
curious.
typical. That's a very typical question. Yeah.
How did that happen? How did everybody think that bagpipers don't wear underwear? Or are there just a bunch of male bagpipers going around as musical flashers?
Well, you know, there have been some pretty cool pictures that you've seen on the internet.
I don't know how cool they are, but
there's this one of this military guy standing in front of the Queen.
Yeah.
And the wind has blown up his kilt in the back, so you get this nice, view. It's a very common question whenever you go out to play. People are trying to peek under your skirt, under your kilt.
That's always nice.
It's very inappropriate, but we just go with it because that is the tradition. They call it going regimental. And a lot of male bagpipers do it. I have yet to meet a single female bagpiper whoever has gone regimental on purpose.
Going regimental, I love that. That's crazy.
But what I like to say when people ask me if what I'm wearing under my kilt, I say shoes.
It's very appropriate.
It kind of gets a laugh.
Yeah,
so.
then I'd kick them in the face. The only time I've actually heard a bagpipe played live is at my college graduation. I heard it at a funeral once and at a wedding. And I was just curious, why don't you hear this instrument played more in music, especially mainstream music today? You don't hear it very much at all.
Well, I guess just because it's such a traditional instrument tied to the Scottish culture, that might be part of it. Of course, once you look into where the music of the bagpipe, if you start looking for it on the web, you can find tons of it, but just not on the radio so much. There was AC/DC's Long Way to the Top. If you want to rock and roll, that has bagpipes in it. And there's at least one Rod Stewart song, if not a couple more, that have pipes. And there have been others throughout the years. So people kind of maybe sprinkle them in a little bit here and there as kind of a novelty.
Yeah. When I was in Edinburgh, Scotland, I actually bought a CD of a band called the Red Hot Chili Pipers.
There you go.
Yeah, that was cool. If that didn't rock enough, the Bible actually mentions bagpiping too.
You're right.
Daniel 3:5.
I did not know the book, and I was actually going to look it up before I came here, and you beat me to it. Good for you.
Gotcha. Got your back.
Yeah, so that's what they say. They, that they hearken back to biblical times.
I love the word hearken.
Yeah.
Anytime you can use that,
Thank
is a good
you.
one.
Yeah, isn't it great? I don't even know if I used it appropriately. But.
Don't worry. Anybody watching this is going to be like, hearken, she said a big word. I like this lady already.
Some people even say that Nero played the pipes while Rome burned, not the fiddle. So.
Wow, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Just looking at it menacingly, making fart noises with his arm. Stop it, arm! He's too sweaty. But I have a theory, actually, that Britney Spears swallowed a bagpipe years ago because her voice is so droning.
Oh, my goodness. That doesn't bode well for the bagpipers of the world.
We have a student question from Brooke High School junior Lindsey Willis, and Lindsey says this.
Why did you choose the bagpipe over other instruments to play?
It's a great question because there's tons of instruments you could have played. Why the bagpipes?
I learned to play the bagpipes in Dunedin, Florida, which is a little town that I grew up in, from age 11 to 18. And our band, where I lived in Dunedin, Florida, had bagpipes in the school band, in the public school system. And so I was playing the clarinet, and one day the band director came in and said, okay, who wants to learn how to play the pipes? And I said, well, I do. That's really cool.
Yeah.
How many times do you get the opportunity to do that,
I've had 0 in my life.
Yeah,
so.
just be handed the opportunity to learn to play a very cool instrument. So I said yes.
As I was researching for this interview, Betsy, I came across a lot of different articles on bagpiping and whatnot, and a lot of people seem to either love the bagpipes or absolutely detest the bagpipes.
Yeah.
I even found this guy named Ron Rowe, who manages and plays for the Galloway Highlander pipes and drums, and he's quoted as saying, you either love the bagpipes or you hate the sound of the bagpipes.
Yeah, I've heard that before. I think it's true. I think if you have the blood, if you have Celtic blood in you, you tend to really like them, although that's not always true.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't hate them, although I would wager that the people who hate the bagpipes have never heard a good bagpipe player.
Now, I'm kind of up in the air, a little
Oh, really?
bit. Yeah, I'm not sure if I love them or hate them yet.
Oh.
I've heard them played, of course, but I don't have a love or hate. I'm kind of neutral.
Well, we're going to have to do something about that.
We're going to do it right now. We're going to play a little game I like to call...
To love the bagpipes or to hate the bagpipes?
Okay.
And all we're going to do in this game is you're going to show me some amazing things with the bagpipes, and I'm going to decide whether I love them or I detest them.
All right.
You done for this?
I'm ready.
All right,
let's go.
Let's see what we got. All right, Betsy, we're playing the game to love the bagpipes or hate the bagpipes. And right now, I have to confess, I'm kind of loving the bagpipes because they're weird.
Yeah, they are weird. They have lots of different parts here.
Tell us a little bit about these parts.
All right, this is the chanter. This is what the melody comes through on.
All right.
You put your fingers on like this, nice and straight fingers. Yep, and there's only 9 notes on the bagpipe.
Easy enough.
Yeah, you'd think it was completely simple, right? Continuous playing, that's the beauty of the bagpipe. It has continuous playing because there's a reservoir of air inside this bag. I have a cover on there.
Looks like my mom's vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, there you go. So this is the blow stick. Blow into it, and you fill up the bag.
To win me over, you're going to have to play a song. I think that's just a given.
I figured.
So I'm kind of leaning towards love, but I might...
You're not sure?
Depends on your ability here. Let's see what you have here. Well, Betsy, you definitely won me over. That was quite amazing. I definitely love the bagpipes now. I'm going to go scream it from the rooftops. I love the bagpipes!
Woohoo!
I want everybody to know. All the birds are flying away. But for more information about Betsy McFarland, you can go to...
my pipe band website is www.macdonaldpipeband.net.
Everybody should have a pipe band website. And for Ohio Valley Tonight, this has been Nathan Marshall.